Hi YouTube, my name is Dan. I'm with DroneTastic. This is a new show for me, and so if you bear with me as we struggle through the first few episodes, I would appreciate it. First thing I wanted to talk about, and it's interesting, I'm going to start a series off with a gripe. Most of my friends and family would tell you that that's all I do, but they're all liars. I tell you, lies! In any case, I went out on a whim the other day and decided against all of my principles. This is something I never, ever do. If I can do it cheap, I'll do it cheap. If I can do it myself and save money, I'll do it myself and save money. Well, for the first time in my life, I decided to buy a speed build kit from FliteTest. So, my issue wasn't necessarily with anything other than this. You can see here, this whole box is destroyed on the corner here, and so to my horror I wasn't sure what I was going to find out when I opened the box. So when I did open it, I found that it's mostly empty with this, quarter-inch piece of flexible foam, and okay, fine, that's standard packaging material. And of course, as you all know, FliteTest airplanes are built from Dollar Tree foam board. So I figured, alright, well, these are probably pretty safe because they're made of foam. And I just got another piece at the bottom here, which looks a little torn up. I don't know if that's by design or what, but in any case, I got this gash in the box, and we all know what it's like to deal with the Postal Service and UPS and FedEx. You just can't rely on these guys to always deliver something in great condition. So what I found upon closer inspection of this FT Racer, which I'm really excited to build, and I'm going to build it in a racer style so it doesn't look like Disney's planes guy. Just not really interested in duplicating the Disney look and feel. But what I found here upon closer inspection is that that damage caused crimping here in the foam board, and there was some minor damage over here. And when you come here and you see how it's kind of come up in a slope, close up, you won't be able to see this necessarily, but there's cracks in here that need addressing. So this brings to mind how questionable this build is going to be if these creases are going to fall on structural areas that rely on that rigidity to be maintained for the folding process or whatever. We're going to see how this goes. So you and I are going to journey through this together, and let's see what happens. Well, that seems like it took forever. I bet you're probably tired from all the effort you put in helping me out with this. So anyway, it's done. It's built. You really can't see any of the stuff that, the creases from the shipping. The thing went together pretty well. I like using colored packing tape for the decorations there. Experimental Airlines does that pretty regularly with their stuff, although he likes to do a full coating on the plane. So I just want to say this thing went together pretty well. The FT Racer here was great. It just went together in one piece very well. We got a place nearby because I was looking for some wheels here. These are 3-inch ultralight foam wheels from Dubro. The 3-inch diameter super light wheels from that wonderful company Dubro. They are really nice, about 13.8 grams a piece. Together that's pretty close to an ounce, and a piece of wire, but whatever, it's great. I couldn't find these at P&D Hobby in, I think it's Warren or Roseville or Fraser. It's one of those three places. They don't carry much in the way of airplane supplies, and I'm not sure why I've been going there for the last few years. Yeah, you can get a plane there, you can get a controller there, but you're not going to find the specific stuff that you're looking for. Like a very limited supply of propellers, a very limited supply of wheels. In fact, all their wheels were very heavy, low bounce, basically for gassers that people are flying around. So found the prop shop, In fact, I guess RCCD and the prop shop have a very good relationship because they actually carry everything. So, including free decals, or stickers really, that I ended up putting on the wing of this plane here. It's upside down for you. But also, if you know anything about the Flite Test designs, there's really no accommodation for landing gear as a standard. I know Josh likes to do stuff with popsicle sticks, and I'm not sure what Peter likes to do, but it turns out the Swede and I have a similar process where we just take another piece of foam board, and for me specifically, I hot glue it here along the bottom, and I leave it open on the front, so it's hot glued on 3 sides, and then the landing gear itself is just a V that slides in to the position, and the compression holds it in place pretty well. As long as you're using good wire and it's in a good spot, you really don't have to worry about it popping out. If you got a hard landing, you might tear through the foam like I did with thinner wire. And what happened there was I simply filled it with hot glue. It delaminated, so I pulled all the paper off with the tape on it, put a layer of hot glue on there, and smeared it on with a credit card. Experimental Airlines' favorite thing to do is use gift cards, which you can take from any store you want without committing a crime, because as they're stated on the side, there is no cash value to those cards until activated by a cashier. 9 times out of 10, if you ask to grab 5 or 10 from the cashier, they don't say a word. They're like, yeah, go for it. So I've already maiden the flight. She flies pretty well. The day I took it out for the flight, the wind was about 25 mile an hour or so. So as you can imagine, she was getting bounced around in the air, and I was able to get one loop, and then that rough landing, I think I got a downburst and it was over. So besides that, here she is, ready to go. I'm glad that the post office didn't do too much damage in shipping the item. And like I've probably said before, this material is very resilient. Typically, if it bends, whatever, you can just straighten it right out. So that's where we're at. I just want to thank you guys for watching today, and I look forward to putting some more video out for you. I've got some exciting stuff coming up that you might be interested in learning how to do, and we'll see you then. Take care.